What is going on, guys? It's Yugituber12345 bringing a Wi-Fi battle. Today we are going up against Yugituber12345, who's a follower of mine on Twitch. We battled the other day in an OU match, and this is a team he's been using against me quite a lot. I think it's the only team he has built, but this match was pretty difficult, and you're about to see why. So let's review the teams. This is my Charizard X team. This is the one that I currently have built. We have Rotom Wash, Bisharp, Charizard, Conkeldurr, Togekiss, and Slowbro. We got some nice walls on this team. My opponent is bringing Uxie, Excadrill, Hydreigon, Milotic, Infernape, and Charizard himself. So his team is also a Charizard X team. And I do know I need to preserve Slowbro to wall his Charizard X up. Slowbro is very good at walling out Charizard X, unless they carry Thunder Punch, which they very, very, very rarely do. So, yeah. I also need to watch out for the Hydreigon, because it is Scarf. And Scarf Hydreigon pretty much outspeeds anything on my team. And yeah, let's get right into the battle now. You're going to have to forgive me if I sound off. My teeth kind of hurt right now. But nonetheless, my opponent's going to lead off with Uxie. I'm going to lead off with my Rotom Wash. I'm going to go straight for the Volt Switch. No point in wasting a Will-O-Wisp on this. He's obviously going to set Stealth Rocks. So I'm going to go into my Salty yet, the Togekiss. I'm also praying that he does not go for a Thunder Wave. He does not. He does go for Stealth Rocks, as a matter of fact. He could have predicted that switch. But, yeah. I'm going to actually go for Defog here. I could have went for Flamethrower, predicting the Excadrill switch. My main concern was getting rid of the rocks, so his Excadrill is going to come out, and I'm going to go for the Defog with my Togekiss, which is going to get those rocks away. He's Air Balloon, so he's obviously not a Scarf Excadrill. I'm going to switch Togekiss out into Conkeldurr, which is a big mistake. I probably should have switched into Charizard, but I didn't want to risk a possible Rock Slide. He does go for Iron Head, and he gets a crit! So fearing that he might actually go for another Iron Head, I figured I'd go for a Mach Punch just to get some damage off. But he does go into Uxie instead. Go for a Mach Punch. And I'm going to go for a knockoff here, hoping that maybe he'll set Rocks. Predicting me to switch out. But he goes for Psychic instead. So Conkeldurr is kind of down. Even with the Assault Vest, Conkeldurr was not living that. It is stabbed and super effective. I'm going to go right into Charizard next up. I'm going to set up a Dragon Dance, hoping that he does not Thunder Wave my Charizard X. So Charizard X is going to get a +1 on the Dragon Dance for speed and attack. And Uxie is going to paralyze my Charizard X. So I figured, you know what, Charizard X is slow as heck right now. I don't have a Heal Beller on my team or a Cleric, so I might as well just go for Flare Blitz and hope for the best. I hope he switches to the Excadrill. He goes to the U-turn. Not going to do much to Charizard, but he does switch to Excadrill. And I'm hoping I do not get Paralysis Hex, and I do not. So I one-hit KO that Excadrill, easy peasy one-hit KO. Good night, Excadrill, you're down. So I do take a shit ton of recoil. He didn't send out his Charizard X himself. I'm not even going to bother switch out. I mean, again, my Charizard X is paralyzed. I don't have a Cleric on my team, so I might as well just sack it off, and it does go for a Dragon Claw. I was actually hoping to set up on the Charizard X so I could get it. Sneaking a Dragon Claw on it, but that was obviously not meant to be. I'm going to go right into Slowbro. Do you even slow the Slowbro? I'm going to go for a Thunder Wave. I know I wall out the Charizard completely. He does switch into his Hydreigon. It does get paralyzed by Slowbro. So next out, I'm going to send out my Togekiss. Salty at the Togekiss. It's going to come right back out, and he's actually going to go for a Dark Pulse. So my Togekiss does resist it, and my Togekiss is faster than Hydreigon. I'm going to attempt to go for... I do go for a Thunder Wave because I knew he would switch out. He's going to go right into his Infernape. I could have went for Air Slash. I would have took out Infernape all the same, but I did go for a Thunder Wave predicting the switch. And now I'm going to go for an Air Slash on his paralyzed Infernape. So Air Slash and then knock out the Infernape. I do know I went for a Thunder Wave in case he's switching to Charizard X as well. But yeah, I'm just going to take out Infernape and then go into his Hydreigon. Basically going to stack up. I do go for the Toga Flinch tactic here. I know it's kind of a low tactic, but hey, what can a man do? So I do keep Para-Flinching it, and this third Air Slash is going to finish off Hydreigon. So Hydreigon is knocked out. He's going to send out his Cynthia, the Milotic here. I'm going to switch out. I could have went for Thunder Wave, but I decided to go to Rotom instead. Here's Wash getting the Rotom Wash, and does go for Ice Beam. I'm praying that does not get frozen. That would be really bad. Does not get frozen. I do go for a Volt Switch after this to get at least a little bit of super effective damage on it. I could switch into Bisharp, but I figured he might go for Miracle or Scald even. So I decided to go into Salty at the Togekiss, and wait, no, Miracle. It does hit heavily because that was a crit. So Togekiss is basically down at low health. My Togekiss will get healed with leftovers, get brought up to about 44 HP. It is not going to survive this Ice Beam though, so I basically stack out the Togekiss. That's fine. Togekiss took out 2 major threats on the that Infernape and the Hydreigon. I'm okay with that. I'm going to go right into my Checkmate to Bisharp, and I'm going to go right for a Life Orb boosted knockoff. Fortunately, because my Loic is not paralyzed, so he does not get the Marble Skill defense boost. That knockoff will one-hit KO Melodic from that range. Out comes Charizard X, I'm going to switch Bisharp out and go into Do You Even Slow the Slowbro to wall the Charizard. He did go for a D-Dance, and I am going to go for a Thunder Wave, I want to say. Yep, I do go for a Thunder Wave. He switches into Uxie instead, which is going to get Thunder Wave. So there's lots of Thunder Waves being thrown around in this match. 4 Thunder Waves, basically. I'm going to switch Slowbro out. I don't want Slowbro to get paralyzed. I'm going to go into Rotom Wash instead. So my Rotom Wash is out here. In case he decides to go for a Thunder Wave. He does not. He gets fully paralyzed instead. So I do go for a Hydro Pump on the Uxie. Not really sure why. It just seemed like a good idea at the time. It does a little bit of damage. Still gets paralyzed hacks. That's all cool. Leftovers recovery. The same old shit. And I'm going to go for a Volt Switch here. Do some decent damage on Uxie. And I'm going to withdraw into Bisharp, hoping he does not go for a Thunder Wave here. Hope he either goes to something else or gets fully paralyzed. He does go for Stealth Rocks instead, which is fine. Not really useful right now since my Charizard is knocked out. I do go for the knockoff, and that's going to knock out the Uxie right there and then. So Bisharp does knock off the Uxie and take it out. Then they go into Lizardon, the Charizard. I'm going to switch out Bisharp. Not ready for Bisharp to think quite yet. I'm going to go into Slowbro to hopefully wall it out. He does go for a D-Dance. I'm actually going to go for a Thunder Wave, hoping I can take this Dragon Claw and it doesn't crit me. He does go for a Dragon Claw, and that does a lot of damage. I do get the Thunder Wave off, fortunately, which is going to make Charizard really slow, and this is going to be key in this battle. So basically 5 Thunder Waves are thrown around this match. You can tell I love the move Thunder Wave. He's going to go for a Dragon Dance. I'm going to go for a Scalding Butler with Slack Off. Just going to stack off a Slowbro at this point. Does take a lot of damage. And I'm going to go for a Skull, but he's going to finish off my Slowbro with a Dragon Claw. So Slowbro's kind of down. I'm not going to send in Rotom yet. I'm actually going to Bisharp and hope that I can do some significant damage with Knockoff. Knockoff does hit. Almost takes out, but not quite. He does go for a Roost. So basically he's going to keep on roosting away the damage and such. And I'm going to keep on going for a Knockoff. Probably should have went for Sword Dance, but I didn't want to risk Dragon Claw taking it out. I do need Charizard as low as health as possible. Does knock out the Bisharp. And next I'm going to send out my Rotom Wash. My Wash game, the Rotom Wash. It all comes down to whether or not Rotom Wash will hit this Hydro Pump. If it hits it, I win. And it does hit the Hydro Pump. So, very good game, man. Thank you so much for that battle. I do appreciate it. So yeah, this match was pretty stressful. I'm glad I did get my Thunder Waves off. The paralysis is a big win factor for me. And I know it seems like a dirty tactic to use, but I don't use paralysis to stall. I just use it to slow down fast threats and take them out. So I am pretty happy with the way this team performed. It was a very close battle. And it all rode on whether or not Rotom Wash would hit that Hydro Pump during the last turn. Unfortunately, it did. If he did not hit the Hydro Pump, he would have either been taken out by Dragon Claw or Yugituber would have roosted off the damage. So, fortunately, my Rotom Wash did not fail me at that time. We got rid of the Charizard X. We finished the battle. It was a great game. I made some pretty solid predictions with the Thunder Wave and all. And I don't really know what else to say. So, like I said, guys, thank you guys for watching. Please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time for some more Wi-Fi battling. Please like the video as well, or comment if you have any questions or, comments and whatnot. So, yeah, see you guys later for more Wi-Fi battles and live streams.